This one isn't going to win us any popularity contest, but if this video tells you one thing, is that a store can list 125 brands on the website, but nobody can service anything close to 125 brands. We've logged over 300 service calls in the last decade. That's how I know this is impossible. Parts, trained techs, manufacturer support. For half those brands, it doesn't exist. We only sell 19. That doesn't sound like a lot. It's on purpose. It's important for you to understand. Let's just say 3 brands dominate laundry. You don't need to see 6. Same with ranges. 3 or 4 are generally considered the best. Why pad the list with ones you shouldn't buy? And we don't sell what we can't fix. We don't sell you stuff we wouldn't buy ourselves. Which brings us to the 5 popular brands we don't sell and why. Just a quick fact, just because we don't sell them doesn't mean you shouldn't buy them. First, Viking. We were one of the first Viking dealers in the country. I still love this brand. Viking invented the home professional range back in 1987 before professional was even a category, still built in Greenwood, Mississippi. So why don't we sell it? Viking stood still. For years, the attention went anywhere but the product, and Wolf, Thermador, Miele, and BlueStar caught up and passed Viking. Refrigeration is the clearest tell. They bought old tooling from Amana, left it sitting in Iowa for years. It still doesn't work right now. So now the fridges are imported from Italy. The dishwashers come from Beko. Neither was ever built right in-house, and that hurt their reputation. Now here's the case for buying Viking. The range still has real value. They make it in 17 colors, and they make a French door wall oven as well. But this price, we think you can do better. Wolf was their main culprit here. They took this business, but Miele, Thermador, Monogram, SKS, Fisher-Bekaert all earn a look before you commit to Viking. Samsung's different from the other 4. With Samsung, product was never the problem. The features, the design, the price. Samsung was the first company to make a truly beautiful appliance most people can afford. So why don't we carry it? It wasn't the appliance, it was the channel. During the pandemic, Samsung leaned into the big box stores. We went the other way and committed to LG. LG is the more dependable supplier. They build a lot of their own parts instead of sourcing them out. And that matters more when you need a part fast. But here's the part that should matter to you, not just us. Samsung sells millions of appliances into an independent service network that's shrinking. Appliances can be excellent and still be hard to get fixed because the people who fix it are getting harder to find. So this isn't a knock on the product. I'd still look at their refrigerators, their ranges, and their laundry. I'd just make one call first. Before you buy Samsung, make sure it can actually be serviced where you live. We worked with a designer in Dorchester years ago who had an unbelievable eye. She built kitchens around Bertazzoni in yellow and red. Product is gorgeous. In the right room, it photographs like art. That's a real case for buying one and it counts. Then you cook on it. Like the other Italian ranges, you're looking at smaller ovens and a lot less output on the burners and the broiler. Here's the line we keep coming back to. Great product as long as you don't cook on it. Cook a little, or the color is the whole point of the kitchen, you'll be happy. For some people, that generally is the point. But if you actually cook, Cafe, Fisher-Bekaert will give you more for a little more money. Electrolux is a lot like Viking. Fast rise, then a slow drift. I'll give them credit. They came out of nowhere, big in Europe. They built this product here in the US, and for a while, the laundry was genuinely good. I owned a set myself. They were first with a system that pre-mixed detergent and water for a better clean. Smart idea. Then the competition countered. Others added a dispenser that releases the right amount at the right time. Then they added capacity Electrolux didn't have. And Electrolux stood pat. Here's the moment that tells the whole story. Years ago, our director of sales went to an Electrolux launch. They built an entire virtual reality room to develop new products. You can imagine what that cost back then. What did it produce? A new handle on the Frigidaire Pro range. When a company spends that on a lab and comes back with a handle, the decline has already started. Then there was the ice maker. They launched one in their refrigeration that couldn't be fixed. So the verdict's simple. You can do better today. But here's why I don't count Electrolux out. Electrolux builds a lot of commercial equipment nobody else does. If they ever put that engineering into their home line, this could be a real brand again. Best industry party I've ever been to in 40 years was JennAir's opening night back in 2018. Fancy New York bar, custom cocktails, Cirque du Soleil, acrobats. A great time. I remember standing there thinking, how much did this cost and why didn't it go into the product? We were a huge JennAir dealer in the 80s and 90s. Maytag built it back then, and it was pretty good. Then Whirlpool bought Maytag and waited 12 years. And the 2018 rebrand went hard after Rebel image, new logo, new slogan, bound by nothing. For a while, the product was decent, but in 2026, if you sat next to me and said you wanted JennAir, I'd ask one question. Why? The premium field is deep now. BlueStar, Sub-Zero, Wolf, Miele, Monogram, Thermador, and others. When you can pick from those, JennAir has to give you a reason. I'll credit them one thing. They were the first with intuitive controls. You tell the oven the cut, beef, how you want it cooked, choose back the time, the temperature, even a picture of what medium rare looks like. Good idea. Then everyone caught up and added to it. Miele's M-Touch gives you all that plus steam. Wolf gives you all that plus rack guidance. SKS gives you all that, including JennAir's pictures and steam. These are real reasons. Picture of your roast isn't, because everyone pretty much knows what medium rare is supposed to look like. To be fair, the wall ovens and pro ranges are still decent, but put them against Monogram even, Wolf, SKS, Fisher-Paykel, Miele, all of them evolving as fast as they have, it's a really tough brand to buy. We've been a JennAir store, a Samsung store, we sold Electrolux for years. We've gone back and forth with Monogram, back and forth with Miele. Every one of those moves happened for the same two reasons. A brand changed how it treated service, or the product stopped evolving and stopped giving you a reason to pick it. So will this change happen again? Probably. My dad used to tell me the only thing constant is change. If a brand we carry today stops standing behind the repair, stops getting better, we'll change. It's only a matter of time. We don't sell what we don't fix, and we don't sell you what we don't buy ourselves. And if this video helped, hit like and subscribe for future videos, and thanks for watching.